Let's look at the latest developments taking place at the moment in the Iran war. U.S. Department of State has urged Americans to leave West Asia, including Egypt and Gulf countries, due to the U.S.-Israel war on Iran. In a post on social media, the Assistant Secretary of State for Consular Affairs cited serious safety risks. Now, Iran has launched a large wave of missiles on multiple locations in Israel, including on Jerusalem. Israeli military said defensive systems are operating to intercept this threat. Now, Israeli military has said it has struck Hezbollah targets in Lebanon's capital Beirut after warning it would press ahead with its campaign against the Iran-backed group. Well, in a statement, the IDF has said it is currently striking Hezbollah command centers and weapon storage facilities in Beirut. Al-Manar TV, affiliated with the Iran-backed group, says Israeli strike hit its office in South Beirut. New series of powerful explosions have been heard in Tehran. 4 explosions were heard after Israel said it planned to strike the Evin area, warning residents to leave the designated zone. Well, after the explosions, the Israeli military said it has struck and dismantled Iran's state radio and television broadcaster headquarters. Now, the broadcaster also reported 2 explosions near its headquarters, but said it was continuing its operations. U.S. Central Command has said a total of 6 U.S. military personnel have been killed since the start of the Iran war. In a post on X, the CENTCOM said U.S. forces have recently recovered the remains of 2 previously unaccounted for service members from a facility that was struck during Iran's initial attacks in the region. U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio has voiced support for toppling Iran's Islamic authorities, but said it was not the objective of the United States and Israeli war. Rubio also said that U.S. would not deliberately target a school after Iran said 168 people died in an alleged U.S.-Israel strike. A general in Iran's Revolutionary Guards have threatened to burn any ship seeking to navigate the Strait of Hormuz. In a post on the Guards Telegram channel, General Sadar Jabari said they will also attack oil pipelines and will not allow a single drop of oil to leave the region. Well, he also said oil prices will reach $200 a barrel in the coming days. And earlier we were joined by Giorgio Cafiero, professor, Georgetown University and CEO, Gulf State Analytics. Now listen in to what he had to say.
Well, the Democrats are definitely not all on the same page. There are some who have been very opposed to the U.S. taking military action against Iran. And then there are others who even went to the right of Donald Trump, such as Senator Chuck Schumer of New York. So we definitely need to appreciate the fact that the Democrats are not necessarily all on the same page. However, what we have heard from many Democrats is criticism of the way in which Trump launched these operations against Iran. Not necessarily that he made the decision to launch operations against Iran, but that he did so without congressional approval, without lawmakers being a part of the process. This is definitely, I think, one of the main talking points that we're going to hear from Democrats, especially if the U.S. campaign that's underway does not go so well from the perspective of U.S. lawmakers. I think between now and the midterm elections this year, Trump is going to receive a tremendous amount of criticism from the Democrats on this point.